We arrive at the entrance to Chobe National Park very early. The sky is wrapped in a calm darkness, and it is starting to dawn. The air is crisp, and upon arrival, all we can hear around us is the light rustling of leaves moved by the wind. And yet, despite the early hour, a long line of jeeps is already winding in front of the gate. Now our chatter and the low chatter among the guides, in various languages, and the faint glow of the headlights contribute to an atmosphere of vibrant anticipation, as if the park, still immersed in the silence of the night, were about to reveal its secrets to those ready to explore them. During the transfer and in the first hours of our game, Drive the Air is biting, an unexpected cold that catches us unprepared despite the several layers of clothing we have worn. In our videos, we appear bundled up beyond belief, as we squeeze into the seats of the jeeps seeking warmth. But the cold quickly fades into the background when we realize how extraordinarily lucky we are. As soon as the safari begins, we come across two majestic lions. Our guide, in an excited but composed voice, explains to us that they are two brothers, a rare and powerful bond between these predators. The felines walk with a sovereign calm, completely indifferent to the procession of jeeps that surrounds them. The wheels creak on the ground, the engines hum softly, but nothing seems to disturb their regal gait. The two brothers travel along one of the park's roads as if they were the legitimate sovereigns of that wild kingdom, followed in reverent silence by a dozen vehicles, while we, with bated breath, observe that unrepeatable scene, aware of being witnesses to a unique moment. As soon as we round a bend, the driver brakes sharply, and before us appears an extraordinary sight. A huge elephant that, completely unperturbed, continues to eat twigs and leaves from the trees with the utmost serenity, ignoring our presence. Its calm demeanor allows us to approach in silence, so close that we almost hear the sound of its trunk as it tears off twigs. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We rush to take photos and videos, trying to capture every detail of this close encounter. But what strikes us most, in addition to his imposing figure, are his eyes. Deep, almost melancholic, surrounded by long lashes that move softly as if to shield them from the world. It is an image that will remain etched in our memory, more than any photo, because those eyes seem to contain the entire wisdom of the savannah, an ancient indifference that reminds us how small we are in the face of the grandeur of nature. The excitement among the Jeep crews becomes palpable when, along the dusty road, we spot a new group of lions. A murmur runs among the vehicles, with camera lenses rising in unison and hearts beating faster. These predators, with their majestic nonchalance, seem almost to ignore us, barely bothered by our presence. With slow but sure movements, they walk the road as if it were their personal catwalk, eyes fixed on the horizon, determined towards a destination known only to them. The muscles under the golden furs contract with every step, confirming a contained strength, ready to explode at any moment. And we, enchanted by this display of silent power, remain still, aware that, however close, we are only skimming the surface of the secret world of these magnificent animals. The air is thick with expectation, with respect, while the pack slowly disappears along the path, leaving us with a feeling of wonder and a silence full of emotions. The guide, with a serious and thoughtful tone, explains a sad chapter in the history of these places. Many trees, once lush and vital, now lie like silent skeletons in the landscape. The cause is human intervention that, although necessary, has left deep scars. Some time ago, to combat a disease that threatened to spread uncontrollably, these territories were sprayed from the sky with chemicals. Now, the dry and bare trunks of the trees are silent witnesses to a delicate broken balance, a constant reminder of how fragile nature is and how, sometimes, even the most well-intentioned attempts of man can have irreversible consequences. The guides, with a smile and a knowing nod, simply call them cats, almost as if to diminish the majestic presence of these sovereign predators. The chatter between the jeeps, the radios exchanging information, contribute to creating a vibrant atmosphere of excitement and wonder when a new sighting is in sight. This time the information is correct, and it is impossible to put into words the tumult of emotions that overwhelmed us as we tried, almost frantically, to immortalize every moment of an encounter that we knew would be unrepeatable. In front of us, a large group of lions, specimens of all ages, from the majestic males to the elegant lionesses who watch with attentive looks, up to the playful cubs, protected and watched over by their mothers among the bushes. Every click of the camera seems insufficient to capture the magnitude of the moment. We know that the chance to see so many lions, in such a perfect combination of strength, tenderness, and wild purity, is a rare event, perhaps unrepeatable. And as we walk away, there is the knowledge that this day, with its moments of wonder and silent admiration, will remain engraved in our memory forever, a precious memory to be relived again and again. An impala crossing, it's a very large group.
In the bush, fast
Yeah.
one.
Guarda che carino questo.
Soon after we meet monkeys and impalas that move together, the guide tells us that in this way they protect themselves better from predators.
Maschio di kudu.
Yeah, with it's a full grown up one. We can just even see the spiral voice. And when we just look at the tip of its horns,
Yeah?
the white is because they keep on dattering, sharpening them on the ground. And
To
they
do
keep,
what? To find root?
Ha delle
No.
strisce bianche.
so that they can be sharp and defend themselves, especially if the leopard or lions try
Allora le
to
corna di morte,
we
ho visto
just,
prima.
just
Ah,
hit them with
ok, ok. Allora, guardate le corna come sono, arrotolate e potenti, vengono utilizzate per cercare cose nel terreno e soprattutto per difendersi. Quando il leopardo gli monta sulla schiena, lui si va indietro con la schiena e lo pungola. Quindi si difende con le corna.
È la
Quella dietro è la
versione
femmina e questo è un maschio piccolo. Mentre quello che c'è dietro è una femmina.
ma quello là quanto era alto? 2 metri e mezzo.
This giraffe is also very beautiful and continues to chew its cud even when a red-billed oxpecker, a small bird of the starling family, frees it from insects and parasites right on its cheek. Our game drive in Chobe National Park is coming to an end, and the exhilaration of the adventure gives way to a subtle melancholy when we come across the remains of an old dead elephant. Although it is a scene that belongs to the natural order of things, we cannot help but feel a hint of sadness.
There's only solid.
Ah, è solido.
Solid bone.
Ma mi sembra di aver capito che non c'è il midollo dentro, cioè
È pieno.
there isn't nothing inside the bone,
There's no-
only solid.
Only solid bone.
Ok.
To support the heavy weight.
Ok.
Ah,
Per
per supportare
supportare
la
il peso
spesa.
pesante.
But almost as if nature wanted to balance this feeling with a note of hope, just before leaving the park, it surprises us. A group of small elephants appears on the horizon. Their awkward and curious movements make us smile. It is as if the park itself wanted to give us one last moment of joy, a sign that life goes on, that after every end there is a new beginning.